You're listening to Sports and Life with Cameron Datsker, only on LA Talk Radio.
Well, good evening, everyone. God, it's nice to be live back on the air.
Thank you, Cameron. My name is Liza Bubari. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and I am the founder and owner of HealWithin, which is a healing center in Glendale. And we do life coaching, stress management, and I specialize in my signature thing called hypnomassage.
Wow. Let's first talk to Heal Within. We will heal within right now.
There we go.
Now, how long have you been in the biz as a therapist?
I've been in the business for over 12 years now, and left the legal field as a legal assistant to become a hypnotherapist. And that's because of a story of my own. I healed a feminine issue through hypnotherapy and changed the course of my life. So from the legal into the health, and every single day now, as a matter of fact, just like you, I predominantly work with women and women's issues and our teenager, especially on health and wellness, emotionally and physically.
Very good.
I'm also a DV counselor.
Wow. You're domestic violence.
That's wonderful.
Violence. Anyway, now tell us, then we're going to go around the room. Now tell us a little bit about your practice right now. What you specialize, it looks like, in weight. It says here, transform and heal issues with pregnancy, cancer, self-esteem, relationships, chronic pain, menopause, depression, domestic violence. Wow. That's like, wow. That's
the scope of the whole
scope
thing
of the
as a
world
human
right
being,
here. Right here on Cameron's Sports Alive. Now, tell us.
Well, let me say this. Have you ever been hypnotized knowingly?
Oh.
Probably not.
You can be hypnotized not knowingly?
Well, not hypnotized, but we do go in and out of trance.
Yes.
Every single day. Every time we are focused on something, you get into the car, you get on a freeway, you get to your destination, you go into your automatic zone, which is a trance state.
Mm-hmm.
You watch a TV, and when the commercial comes on, you take that cat nap and you go into your zone. The phone rings, you get up and you answer the phone. So that's going in and out of trance.
Huh.
And how people go into hypnosis when they go for a hypnotherapy or on stage is the willing part. When they say, I'll come, or they go and make the appointment. That is the conscious part of it. But other than that, we normally go in and out of hypnosis and trance state automatically every single day.
Now, you're talking about women over 40.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing, you talked about the menopause issue.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the issue of weight,
mm-hmm.
and the big thing right now with women over 40 is heart attacks.
Yes.
There was a book out just right on up your alley that talked about heart attacks.
Right.
With women over 40, and Dr. Oz had a whole show on it. Women over 40 and heart attacks.
See, and he's educating America, and I love that, and that's what I want to do, and I know that's the panel that's here tonight. That's what we want to do.
It's an amazing panel.
Educate.
I gotta say.
We do have an amazing panel.
Yeah, I gotta say, because not you three folks, I would never in all my life would be very similar, and it's interesting how it all assembled. Now,
well, it all comes together because what Debbie is doing, working with women and with physical part of it, I work with emotional. I mean, I've got so many people who come to me after doing so many yo-yo diets, after doing lap band. 8 months later, they pop the lap band because they can go and do all the surgeries, all the exercises, and a year or two later, or even 8 months later, it's all that emotional and subconscious part of it that they think they're still fat, no matter how much they drop. So it's all the layers and layers of protectiveness.
Can I just interject really fast
course.
on the lap band? I have a good friend that's a general surgeon, and he does lap band. And I asked him, how many do you do a month? And he said 80.
Wow.
Said, what's the failure rate? 80%.
Yes.
Wow.
80%. Yep. And I've got so many of my clients that come, and it's all emotional weight, and they've done all the cabbage diet, this diet and that.
Weight Watchers,
everything.
Yeah.
And the whole scope of that is emotional. It's underneath it is how they see themselves in the mirror and how they feel about themselves and what they think. So And that one of the best parts is working with the exercise, and that's why I was seeing the CD that I have at this moment. It is hypnotic suggestions with an exercise CD that while they're doing the
now people want to get
and
your
the
CD.
music,
You're talking about the CD.
HealWithin.com.
Now, okay, and how much is your CD?
20.
Oh, that's cheap.
It's
Very
cheap,
cheap.
and right now I'm finishing with my workbook. There's going to be a workbook
workbook?
for emotional
Okay.
and physical. Yeah.
Now let me ask you: could you
Yes,
do anything
dear.
right now as we're here in the studio? Could you do something to
Hypnotize everyone?
No.
get us? No, you can't do Debbie. No.
No fear here.
And yet, as you're sitting until this time, you hadn't even thought of the chair holding your weight, did you?
No.
No, I was more worried about you looking at me and hypnotizing me without me knowing.
See how so much of what we do is subconscious. We sit in a chair without even thinking about it, and the chair has been holding your weight.
Yeah.
How many of the exercises you do, your surgeries, your training, your talk, that you don't even say thank you to your body?
Ooh, that's
Interesting.
good.
We don't.
Very.
There-
You know what
talk
I've seen?
about
You know what?
gratitude.
When you were, talking about, because I've had it myself, I was going, come on, bring it on, bring it on.
Bring it
But you
on.
know what? I feel confident, and getting back to confident, it's all God, and bring it on, and you know what?
That's it.
It's all an experience, and
That's
that way, people. I had a guy, Kelvin, who you know, Kelvin.
Of course.
I talk about Kelvin the Wolf, and he does amazing work.
He used to
I was
work
on the
with me.
air, I felt energy, and what I was saying is, everyone has their own, modality. Whatever they do is
Right.
wonderful, and it makes you feel good. That's what I'm saying.
He's
It's
good
good.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Now,
working with me for a long time.
Kelvin, that's how I found
worked
her,
together.
from Kelvin
Right.
Wolf. Kelvin, if you're listening out there, call me. I've been trying to find him, but to do a future show. But he's an amazing guy. But anyway, now people want to see you.
All they
How can
have to
they do
do
that?
is call me or find me on Facebook, Twitter. Twitter is HealWithin LA. Facebook is HealWithin.
All right.
And my website is HealWithin.com. And I'm in Glendale, California.
Now, massage therapy, you combine that with hypnotherapy, right? Is that correct?
That's true.
And is that for like an hour or how?
It's approximately 75 minutes. And what it is, it's not only we're doing the massage, but it's delving into the subconscious mind, because muscle has memory. If someone has been in an accident years ago and they still have pain that they've gone to all the Western doctors and they still cannot figure out what it is. Some people call it psychosomatic, but it's an emotional pain that sometimes it just goes around the body, and sometimes it's in the chest and then travels to the leg and everything. And that's one of the things we do. Also work with cancer patients, and of course any traumatic injury that has happened, and we help it release from the body. I work with people with IBS.
Wow.
A lot of things. There is a technique that we do working with the IBS around the center of and core of our body, which is truly who we are. It starts with the beginning is the belly button, which we are connected to a mother.
Subsoul.
That's it. And the core, that connection, that from the time that we are born, and that's when we become an individual. So that connection, that it's disconnected from mom to a child, and the beginning of that the doctor is shaking his head right here.
Doctor, hey,
it's
you
like,
were right.
I know. He says, I know, exactly. But that's what we are. We are humans that not only our body, but not only our mind, and not only our emotions, we are integrated with all of that we are, consciously, subconsciously. We live in this world, and we go on automatic plateau without thinking of how our hands are working. And when we do this is learned.
Yeah.
It is not instinct. But when we say, I have a gut feeling, and we put our hand on our gut, that is where we started from. That is the beginning. So connecting with them through the subconscious is delving deeper within themselves so they can tap within themselves to heal. And yes, I do work with doctors and trainers because there is so much of the element through hypnosis. We reduce pain. I hypnotize self-hypnosis, and I can I've had root canal done with no anesthetic.
Wow.
We do hip surgeries, knee surgeries, all kinds of surgeries that has done through hypnosis.
Wow.
And what it is disconnecting the conscious mind at that very moment for a period of time in order for us to, because we have the power. The mind is the most powerful thing. This art book that it's right here, and people cannot see it, this body that the doctor sitting right here has sculpted and created this beautiful book, it's not done in one day.
No.
And what
time.
you do your training, that's why women who have menopause, which I'm over 50 and I've gone through menopause, I'm still going through it sometimes, we can help you to dial that level, internal level, and cool down when we get heated up. Yeah. So there is so much that power we have consciously and subconsciously.
Now, do you also deal with men too?
Of course.
And what's the big issues with men?
Stop smoking, anxiety, and stress. That's the men. And women come for mostly it's self-confidence, self-esteem for teenagers, and women come for also anxiety, weight. Those are the two biggest things that women come
so
in for.
You and Debbie tie in, and Doctor too.
Perfect.
We all
tie in.
And the doctor ties in because I do all the massages and the body work.
Which is great because I'm a hand surgeon. I want
if the mind and body is not doing something for you, it's doing something to you.
Yeah, it's true.
And we better see what is it that it's doing to us. And that's right. Even in relationships, as Dr. Harrison was saying, if we are in a relationship that it's not enhancing us, might as well, it's going to be difficult, but honoring ourselves is much more gratifying and honoring God and our true self of who we are on this earth than being with someone just to please them.
Well, if you don't honor yourself, it's the same thing. If you don't love yourself, you cannot help other people. And
that's right.
It has to start with you.
It has to start with us.
Absolutely.
Very
interesting.
interesting.
Being here with all of you.
Very
and thank
interesting.
you, Cameron.
I was going to say, if people want to find out more about you, because we just got a few minutes.
That's right.
We got to go off the air. Go ahead. How could they reach you?
They can reach me. They can call me. They can Facebook me and Twitter me. Heal Within. Liza.
Really?
Okay, that's it. Heal Within.
Heal Within. Okay. And then you take you have appointments, and you're out in Glendale.
By appointment.
Now you're in Glendale?
Glendale, very
California?
close to the Americana on brand.
Oh, you're not far from the doctor.
Close to Doc. Yeah, we're going to be in touch to see how we can help our clients, my clients, his patients, in order for us to enhance their life.